Hello everybody, Morilibus here. I am in my single player world. There's a new snapshot out. There's been a couple actually. I'm still running 1.5.1 and there's actually a 1.5.2 pre-release out as well today. This is Thursday that I am recording. I haven't upgraded yet though. I'll see. I probably will upgrade, maybe not this one, I don't know yet. With a lot of the generation stuff being tweaked, like I believe in 17A they're tweaking the deserts. I don't know how that's going to affect my existing world. I know it'll only be when I generate new chunks, but I don't want to go out hunting for new things like horses and stuff like that into new chunks if they're going to be further tweaked. So if I go and generate new ones now, and then the generation gets tweaked again, how that will affect partially generated biomes and such like that. So for now, I don't feel like there's too much been added that I really need to upgrade just yet. I mean, they just added a new block, which is a clay block, or a cooked clay block. I don't know the exact word, but it's like dark brown. So that's interesting, I suppose. New blocks are always nice. I don't feel like we need more browns in Minecraft, but you know, a lot of browns already. Maybe some blacks. How about a black block? But anyway, still early in the 1.6 snapshots, so not going to judge too harshly as of yet. We'll wait and see how things turn out. However, there doesn't seem to be too many bug fixes that I'm seeing so far, which is a shame, as I feel bug fixes are always kind of nice to see, especially ones that have been around a long time. So I think what I'm going to do is start, I'm not really active on the bug tracker, but I do check out the bug tracker, especially when there's new updates coming about. So I think in the description of my videos, I'm going to add a list of kind of the current bugs that I feel should maybe be prioritized before adding in any new feature to the game. Some stuff that's been around a while, some stuff that was added recently in the 1.5 edition, a couple of Redstone issues, stuff like that, mobs. Baby mobs glitching through blocks when they grow up and escaping pens. Players disappearing in multiplayer when they're in carts or boats or appearing above the boat and all that kind of stuff. A lot of weird little glitches that maybe should be prioritized before adding in like a new block. I'm sure adding a new block isn't as hard as trying to track down and squash bugs, but still. Anyway, looking at the bug tracker, it doesn't seem to like it's a great idea. However, I don't feel like it's getting as much use as it possibly should, considering the amount of people that play Minecraft. And I've got it loaded right now, and the top bug, which is mob sinking through solid blocks, that's currently in an open, unresolved state, only has 335 votes. Now, 335 compared to however many people play Minecraft doesn't feel like enough people are using them. And I don't know how like Mojang goes about taking information from the bug tracker, if they have someone that goes through and tries to prioritize all the bugs independently for themselves to decide on which one should be fixed, or if it's purely based on how many votes they receive, as if it's votes received. A lot of important bugs that really only get like under 10 or 20 votes are still important, but they're just not getting that much attention and therefore maybe are getting missed by Mojang. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what their process is, so I won't critique too much, but and I don't have a large viewer base to make like a huge impact, but I mean, if you're playing Minecraft and there's a bug that you're aware of that you believe should be fixed, you might as well go vote it up. If you're not voting it up, then I don't feel like you have the right to really complain about a bug if you're not going to kind of help them towards fixing it. That might sound kind of, I don't know, ignorant or what, but anyway, that's enough of that. I worked on this a bit more, so I haven't actually tested it since I had to cut out a bunch of footage in the last episode because it was getting really long, and it still ended up really long because I had to track down some of the stuff I mucked up on. But anyway, everything's kind of in place. The sorting system's all in place. There's minecarts in all the locations. I put up signs to indicate how many minecarts are at each place. That way, if I want to add in more in the future, I can just update the sign. So this setup it's stable as is. It may cause some frame droppage just due to the amount of minecarts, I'm not too sure. But the main thing to be wary of is if you bump these guys. So if I got rid of, like, say, this block here, and jumped up and hit these minecarts, they would all start moving. At least this row would. I don't know if it would affect the ones beside it, but it would make a lot of racket, so they would be constantly in motion, and they would stay in motion pretty much until I broke them all. So we don't want that to happen, so that's kind of why I'm putting up this barricade, so that I can't accidentally bump them. This also doesn't work if you actually try to build it in the opposite direction. So this is running south to north. If I were to do the same thing on this wall, exact same thing on this wall, it wouldn't actually work. As soon as I'd start placing minecarts down, even just single ones, they would bump each other and start making a giant racket. So if you build them, if I build a similar thing like this on this wall, I'm going to have to either space them one apart so the minecarts aren't side by side, or I've played around and it works if I just basically offset it. So if I have one here, the next one would be, instead of being there, it would be like right here. So they would be placed like minecart, random blocks, minecart, 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 etc. And then they don't bump each other. But anyway, that's more something I've noticed on the Olympus server as I'm building a similar thing there. So we're not going to work on this today. We're going to try and do some actual building, since we've been doing a lot of redstone stuff as of late. So let's get started. This will be a talkie or one cut episode, hopefully. So I'm not going to be doing anything off camera as I'm recording during the week. So I'm just going to try to do a little bit, and we'll try to plan some stuff out and figure out what we want to do. In preparation for the new snapshots and possibly the horses. I don't know. Horses are neat, but not something I'm like dying for, or I feel is really needed. But I'm not against adding new things in, regardless. If some people like them or want them, I don't feel like they should not be added just because some people don't want them or don't feel like they add anything to the game. Variety is always nice, and if they don't add anything to the game, they're still, I don't know, it's still nice to have them, I guess. Like, they don't hurt you, other than if they're working on this stuff instead of adding in or fixing bugs and stuff, then I feel like bugs should take priority. But if there's something in the game that you don't feel like should be there, you're not obligated to use it, so it's not like a huge deal. Alright, what am I doing over here? I've talked about adding like gates to the city, and I wanted to add in some giant gates over there, and I even talked about maybe adding a gate there. And I think actually where I want to put it is, I might add a gate here, like an entrance to the town. I think I might still put something down at the docks, because I think we're going to have some houses down at the docks. But I thought maybe this could be the entrance to the village as well. And maybe we could throw in like a horse stable or something. And maybe work on getting some roads out of this place, heading in various directions. Possibly over towards our extreme hill biome and stuff like that. So we'd have overworld connections and netherworld connections. I don't know if I'd make roads all the way, as that would be a lot of work. Unless we made them really simple. I'm not too sure. So anyway, let's figure out how we want to do this. I was actually thinking if we had a bridge of some kind entering the city. I almost wish we might expand this lake, actually. So we might bring that lake all the way over to the edge of this dirt. That might be something we could do. And then we could add in a small bridge. I don't have much building material, so we'll have to get something going. Let's see, where's the middle of this wall? It is here, I think. Yoink. Is that correct? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lost count, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that ain't right. Am I blind? Am I an idiot? Don't answer that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, maybe I counted 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, that is the center. So yeah, we could have some kind of walkway / bridge here that would go over the lake, or kind of the edge of this lake, I guess. and then also kind of branch off. Obviously this is just a mock-up. Kind of branch out that way, and then we could have some stables over there or something like that. And we could have this continue either this way, or that could be just where the bridge turns in. So maybe it would only go here and just kind of turn that way. And then it would be however wide. Let's just get a rough idea. It doesn't even have to be this height. But let's just try to plan something out. And this way, when you guys can give your input on what you feel we should do. Okay. So yeah, if you guys want to submit anything to me, or feel free to do so. I do have Twitter at Morilibus. I don't actively post much of anything. I have started linking my videos to it. So whenever one of my videos goes live, it will send it out via Twitter as well. So you are free to send me stuff that way. YouTube's still a good way to do it. I see pretty much everything, all comments typically, unless some older comments don't always get sent to my phone or show up in my YouTube inbox. So sometimes I do miss things, or if 2 comments are sent, I think, kind of at a similar time, it doesn't always show both, it just shows one of them. But anyway, I tend to see everything, and on new videos, I'm always checking, the comments section. So even if I don't respond to you, I do see it. If I don't respond, it's probably because I don't know what to say, or I don't feel like the comment necessarily was asking for anything, so I didn't need to respond. But yeah, if you ever want to contribute or suggest ideas, screenshots, all that kind of stuff, you can either send them through Twitter, or you could post video responses, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I want us to be kind of a group effort, like expanding and combined ideas. You guys help a lot in this village. So a lot of times I do take your ideas or even your designs, and I like that. So I hope we can continue doing so. How do we look here? This could be a good height. We could go higher, but I don't know if we want to go higher. We could go lower, but I don't think lower is a really good idea. And this, let's just punch through the wall. I really got to go get some blocks though, or something. Let's leave the trim in for now, and let's just punch through the, oops, I already had an X. Let's just punch through the wall for now. And widen it out. So we'll have a fairly big opening here for the entrance to the village. And I want to kind of try to keep the upper part if we can. And then also the lower part. So it'll be kind of basically like a hole through the wall. And we'll have to figure out how we... Oh, I was like, what the hell was that? Did I just walk through a leaf block? Yeah, I've got all these vines. I don't even think I need them anymore. So we might get rid of them. It's just growing them for the sewer system, which is pretty much done decorative-wise, almost. I'll probably shear them, and then we'll try to figure out where to put another farm sometime as well to continue on that. Alright, let's get some blocks so we can actually do something. Let's check our ender chest. Maybe there's some stuff in there. And then we don't have to go very far. There is not. We could get the ice, and we could flood that river. We could actually make it deeper too. Fines. Okay, let's get some stone. We'll just mark it all out in stone. Easy to break with the haste 2 and efficiency 5, so it's almost like dirt. I would get some dirt too, I suppose. Oh, we're gonna get a bunch of dirt from mining stuff out. So let's get rid of glass and any other miscellaneous thing like chests. Maybe we'll keep chests on us. Maybe we can store material where we're working if we get too much of it. And iron. Whoop. I brought over, I think this is all the iron from the iron golem farm. But we don't need as much iron here as I do. Well, no, we still need some beacon blocks. Oh, where am I going? Oh yeah, what I want to do when it's done. Yeah, I'll have to wait. I did do a bit. Just sidetrack. Hold on. Okay, so down here I've added in this little stream. Uh-oh, that's gonna melt. So this is where the items will pop up from the item elevator, and there'll be water here, and they'll just go on that way, straight on through. Let's cover that up before that melts. And a pearl. like that. And I might add some light here. I don't know yet. It doesn't really need light. I was checking kind of all the spawnable spaces, and there's not many. There's only wood. Another thing I changed, if you remember over here, this leaf block used to be there, and you could see the wiring. I just swapped it with the wood, and I did that all the sides just to make it consistent. So this water stream is going to go all the way over here and up. I talked about having maybe the item elevator there, but I think if we do want to expand this to go over to the other wall as well, it'd be better if items came up here and then all the hoppers could be pointing that way. And then when it gets to the end here, it can just wrap around. So yeah, items will go through here, enter into an item elevator, a short item elevator to bring them all the way up to the top, and then they will go in, well, they'll be introduced into the pipe system that way. So when I get that all sorted out, I think what we'll do is just create a flood system in here to wash all the items into here like a drain, and then they will get sorted into where they need to go, and that'll be a good test. So yeah, little detour, little sidetrack. Nice thing about recording just non-stop is makes editing really easy. The negative side is when you don't actually look when you started recording. I have no idea how long we've been going. I can guess maybe. But anyway, 20 minutes maybe? I don't know. We haven't really accomplished anything. I know that much. It's a problem with talkie straight through episodes. You don't get as much done. But that's okay. I think. Maybe? You tell me. Alright, so if we do it this height, this is 1, 2, 3 below. So let's try... Here, Skelly. Let's try adding that in here 3 below and see how that would look. So that would bring it out right there. And then we'd have this come across. We could even maybe have some water in this area too. So like the lake is kind of all the way through. And I don't know if we should make it go under a wall, have some kind of support under the wall, or if just have the wall go through the water, or maybe try to add in a few grates or something to symbolize that the it's coming through. So if we do that, don't you dare get dark yet. Do that. That's not bad. And then this would eventually just connect up with the road, so we'd have to connect somehow through to this road probably. Oops, that guy. Either we would remodel this so the road continues straight. I do want to redo this house because it's very basic and one of the first things I built. Although we might keep it as a memento. I'm not too sure. So we could have it connect there, or we could actually just have it go this way, or we could do both, but we could have it go this way and connect to the road over here, so it could circle through around this tree farm and meet up with the road somewhere over here. So that is an idea. Our jail system. I'll try to talk and work, which is incredibly difficult. Jail system, we can actually expand that now. With the new item, there's like a name tag, or I don't know what it's called. I think it's a name tag. You can actually name any mob in the game, other than villagers, I think, just because it opens up the trading screen whenever you try to use it on them, but maybe that'll be fixed. So that would be cool if you could name your villagers, then you wouldn't have to kind of go into each one of them to figure out which one is the one you want to trade with. You could just call them whatever you want. Bob, Fred, whatever. Goliath. And yeah, so with that in mind, I mean, we could collect a lot of things. We could collect spiders, we collect creepers, baby spiders, all sorts of things. So, which means we would have to expand that jail. So we might look at doing that. I don't know. Because currently that one's not big enough. So I don't know. I think I like this in terms of the size of it. And we can still keep that in place. I don't want to go any higher or it would make the entrance really short. I don't think I want to break that open anymore. We could go lower. That is an option. Probably should have brought torches. Lower could still work, but I don't know if we'd want to go much lower, other than maybe a block. And we could go wider for sure too. And then we'd try to figure out how we want to do this. It probably won't be a door that actually opens because of It's just too big to really do it, and you can't really hide wiring in a 1 wide. Hey guy, miss me. Yeah, that came out of your bum. Nice shot. You can do it again? Okay. So yeah, I really should have got torches. You shot me in my foot, man. My foot. So maybe something like double doors? I'm thinking like giant wooden doors. So if we ripped all this out, let's add some more. I should go sleep. Let's go sleep. Maybe while I'm sleeping, I will pause recording and go take a look at the times so we know how much we can continue on this today. And if I've got to say goodbye, be head back. See you in the morning. Alright, we are 20 minutes in. So that's alright. While we're here, let's just grab some torches real quick. Some of their sticks. Oop, oh, there's already torches. Just grab those. Let's just use these ones. How about it? Why not? So as I was saying, we've got some kind of double door, which I don't even have enough wood on me, but I'm not going back to get more. Nope, not gonna do it. This will be good practice. Try to do things live on camera without lots of edits and cuts. So yeah, if this was our walkway, we could theoretically have some kind of like door that we would just have like completely open, either straight like that. Obviously it would match up with the opening and the size of the opening. And maybe we would want to make this an even number instead of an odd number, so we could have half the door on this side, half the door on that side. So it kind of opens up, you know, like a double door type thing, but enlarged. Ah, it's you. We could have them diagonal, so instead of like straight on like that, we could have it more on a diagonal thing, kind of like that. And again, this would all be just decorative. And we'd probably use a different wood type than the wall, maybe, to make it stick out, and it would match kind of the shape. So if it was, don't really have enough. So let's pretend that that's the same height as that. That's not even the right shape. I guess it would be more like that, but one taller, if you get it. If you get what I'm saying. So those would be our doors, and they'd be open, and all would be well. I don't want to fall. Yeah. So obviously that would match up to look like it's hinged right at the side, but this would probably be wider and even. So then we'd come out and we would go over this way, and we could have our stables with a horse if we ever managed to find a horse, or multiple horses. And yeah. And then we could name the horse even. And those name tags, I do believe, I've heard in the grapevine that they are only found in like dungeons. They're not craftable, or they won't be craftable. You did it again. You shot through your back. Shot through the heart. No, okay. So anyway, yeah, let's make some water. Now we should be able to make it all water source fairly easily. So let's just start digging this stuff out. I'll probably leave a little bit of a trim. So I think either way, I want to have this water, no matter what we decide on doing. With the doors, we'll probably wait, or I will wait until I've kind of gotten any feedback from you guys to see if you have any input on what we should do, or if you like what I was kind of trying to describe. Bing, sorry, I have to be the phone. You know, it's hard to remember to turn off all the things. Turn off Skype, that was good, I did that this time. What is all this? Do I know about this? I do know about this. Okay, just go back up. Let's fill some of it in. So I think we're gonna try to go too deep with this water if we can. But for now, I want to keep that just filled to make creating water sources a lot easier. So yeah, the name tag's not craftable, which makes them more unique, which is cool. I do kind of like that. Be also good on servers now. You could probably sell them for a good amount of money if you're the ones going adventuring. Although it does, now we're going to just be generating tons of chunks on the Olympus server, trying to find all these new things. But hopefully we won't do any of that until 1.6 is finally out. I don't know if we want to really explore too much before that, if there's going to be a lot of terrain changes like I mentioned here. Probably not a good idea to explore too much till all the changes are done. Other items that were added that I don't know. I know the horse armor is craftable. I know the carpets are craftable. Carpets are pretty cool, and it looks like they're going to be able to be placed on glowstone. Just saw a tweet by Dinnerbone in response to Vintage Beef's kind of recent video. He tried to hide some glowstone with the carpets and was unable to place them. So that will be remedied. Where should this go? I'm thinking we should follow the coast here. So let's keep going with this all the way across until we get to maybe this cave. And we'll block in this cave for now. See what we want to do with it later. I probably didn't need to do that. Oh no, it is the right height. Okay. And then we'll make it, yeah, maybe this will be the edge. And from here we'll go, just connect it up to wherever. Somewhere around there. Here we go. Other items, saddles. There's a new saddle for the horses that is craftable. So it's different than the pig, I do believe, or I'm positive. What else? They had leads, so you can kind of lead animals around. You can tie up horses to fence posts, or I believe probably any mob to fence posts, other than villagers again, because you can't click on them. Even if you have an item in your hand, it just accesses their inventory. So maybe they could change that, so depending on what you're holding in your hand, it wouldn't open up the trading menu. It would do, if you had a lead in your hand, it would use the lead on the villager. If you had a name tag on your hand, it would use the name tag, that kind of thing. Or maybe like a shift click something, I don't know. Something that would allow you to use those things on stuff. Similar to how we can now place items on chests, just by shifting. Normally we couldn't do that because it would open the chests. But anyway, so that's that. So we should just be able to open up this, and that'll create some of the water sources. We'll have to add some to the other side there, but that's why I brought the ice. So we can do that, and then we can also... we could make this deeper. I don't know if it would be easier to make it deeper now. Too late. Let's just try. We'll try doing it after. If we add water sources down below, they should create water sources as well, even if there's solid blocks of water on top or water sources above. Just so there's no like downward current. Like if I were to just dig out this bottom part now, it would just create a downward current. Okay, so we need one here for sure. And then we could go here. Whoops. Let's try it the Etho way. The diagonal approach, which works quite well. And then I might have to throw some in the random little gaps to make it fully form. That should do it. Let's break it all up, and we should have, apart from right there, water sources all around. Excellent. Let's go pick up some stuff. That's my last ender pearl. That blows. And then we could try making it deeper. Maybe we'll wait, because it looks like a lot of this needs to be made deeper. And that will probably flow into the cave when I do that. So for now, we'll leave it one deep, I guess. So we won't experiment. We're trying to get that going. Alright. We still have our skelly farm there. I did try to hide it in trees. We could make this bridge go right across this way. I'm not too sure. Or go, if we do want it to go that way, it'll either circle around, or we could just make it go straight like we talked about and meet up here, and there just be a little T-section for the stables. I mean, or the stables could be over here. And I also want to build some more of those guys. I've been putting it off, but I should really go ahead and build some more of the guardians of the village. And I do want to try to figure out a way to animate them in some way. Obviously, it's going to be fairly limited. Could try to take a look right now on what we can do. No, I don't have any ender pearls. And I mean, we could put light detectors inside the chest cavity and maybe have it activate a piston of some kind that would turn on a light or something. Or I don't know how much we could animate. There's not a ton of room to do too much, but there's a little bit of room in the chest to work with. So let's head back in. I think we're going to call it quits here pretty quick. I'm just going to go through the wall because I don't have any pearls and I don't feel like not jumping. I don't feel like running around. Okay, let's put that up. Last thing we will take a look at is in the library. I haven't done anything in there. I should continue doing these. I haven't lit them up or attached them to the lighting system of daylight lag. But that will be done, and we'll work on getting rid of all torches. Nobody wants torches. So yeah, I still haven't figured out what to do here. You guys are no help, and give me any ideas. Come on. No, seriously. I'm not too sure what to do. But we'll figure it out. Oh, got something in my throat. And I gotta fix that. I'm pretty sure I broke it. Or I was gonna move it back one. I did redo this, so it now matches. So both sides of the library are now symmetrical, I think. This is now 3x3, or an odd number, instead of an even number like it was. So it matches this style. In terms of access, I have an idea of how to open it. I don't know if I have enough room because the machine is kind of right where I need it. Let's go down real quick. I do really like this, so thanks again to the black top hat guy for the design. And I think he did link me to ones that are completely flush. Downside is they are, yeah, larger and stuff. I haven't actually taken a look at them yet though. But where is that pillar? I guess the pillar is more that way. Yeah, I don't know if I could do what I was thinking. At least not entirely. I've been working on some kind of vertical piston activators. I remember, if I can remember his name. Hermitcraft. Never posts videos very often. Static. Used to do the spawn point thing. Yeah, I liked his stuff. But anyway, he had he was working on some like vertical piston wiring, where you activate it, it pushes the piston down, and in doing so, it activates a circuit, which creates a pulse, but also pushes the piston back up into place. So using like the new Redstone block, you can make those a lot smaller. So I was playing around with a few designs, ones that push down to send a signal down underneath, other ones that push up to send a signal up above, and then it would shift down. So I was thinking we could add something up above, like a bud somewhere hidden. That would activate, and it would just push this column down, activate the door, and then it would push itself back up, kind of thing. So all you would see is this kind of shift. I don't even know how well you would see it shift in those. But it looks like that is directly above the machine, so that wouldn't work. So we could still do it. It would have to be done somewhere else. So it may not be over here that it's activated. Maybe it's over somewhere else. Maybe it's sides, or I don't know. Or maybe in a bookcase. No, we can't really do the bookcase. But anyway, that was kind of what I was thinking. I could probably do it in one of these columns, because there shouldn't be too much below, assuming that's not completely on the outside, which it looks like it is. Anyway, yeah, so still looking for a way to do this. I think Blacktop Hat Guy also said he could show some buds and stuff like that. So maybe if he knows something that would work in this environment, feel free. We could do a stair trick. You can do a stair trick thing usually whenever there's an inside stair turn, like here. Can't really do it with the outside stair turn. I could do it here, but that's kind of way up there and hard to reach. So we could hide something behind a stair. But yeah, it would have to be very hard to reach. Anyway, I think now we have gone over in time, and I shall say goodbye. So that's kind of like a little update and some stuff about plans on what I would like to work on, some preparation for some updates that are coming about in 1.6 and stuff like that. But anyway, if I don't update to the snapshots right away, I will probably update to at least the 1.5.2 pre-releases if I feel like there are certain bugs that are fixed in that I I feel like I want in my game. Currently, there's some stuff. I think they fixed the thing with the arrows kind of getting stuck in nothing, so it looked like the Matrix arrows. So I think that's fixed now in 1.5.2. But that's not like a. It's more of a visual bug that's kind of annoying to see, but not like game breaking or anything like that. Anyway, I'll say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for watching. And we will see you in the next episode. Maybe. Perhaps. Goodbye. Oh.